All right. Hey everyone. I'm going to show you how to install Ubuntu in a virtual machine on Windows 11. So the first thing you do is head to Ubuntu's website and just download whatever build you want. I'm going with the standard version, 22.04 long-term support. I'm not going to get into the details of Ubuntu, but on their website they have many different versions and flavors. Next is install Oracle VirtualBox and then open it. So I'm going to assume you already have Oracle VirtualBox installed and ready to go. Now we're going to create a new virtual machine. Right? You either click here on the add sign or click on machine and new. So new machine or add. All right, and I'm going to give it a name, Ubuntu 22, and I want to store it. Let's see. You can store it anywhere you want. I have a folder that I like to install my stuff in for virtual machines and stuff. So I'm going to create a new folder, Ubuntu 22. Select folder. You could point the ISO image right now, but I'll do that later. It is going to be Linux. It is going to be 64-bit. Base memory, I'm going to give it 4 gigs of RAM because my machine has 16, and I could definitely spare 4 gigs of RAM to help this thing run better. CPUs, I'm going to give it 4 processors. My machine does have Core i7 with 12, virtual 12. So I'm going to give it 4, which will help it run all right. Now, the disk size, I'm just going to leave it set at the basis of 25 gigs. Now, you could pre-allocate and have it locked, right? But if you leave it like this, the disk size will grow as your storage grows in the Linux virtual machine, where you can add other virtual hard drives that you've created or don't in the machine, and then boot the machine off USB key or something. So I'm going to leave it just like this, 25 gig standard. Create a virtual hard disk now. That way, as I'm adding more, this will grow on its own if it needs to. It gives you a summary, and there you go, super easy. Now I'm going to go into settings, and from my settings, you could run through each one. You could. I'm going to come back and share the clipboard after and do drag and drop after I install it. For right now, I'm not going to do it. You can encrypt the disk and so forth. I don't want a floppy drive. Optical is fine. And hard disk. I don't want it booting off optical. Just boot off the hard disk. You could leave all the settings as they are, or you could match your settings in your BIOS. But it's pretty much out of the box, ready to go. Now for the display, I do have dual monitors on my laptop that you can't see. I'm going to leave it as 1 for now. Video memory, I don't care. I can crank it out. Give it 64 megs. I'm going to come back in and run this in window mode. After it's installed, you could change the 3D hardware accelerated to use your NVIDIA card, and you could change your graphics card and stuff like that. Not screen recording. Now for storage, you definitely have to come down here and mount your ISO file. So I'm going to click on empty, click on here, I'm going to click on choose a disk file, and I'm going to select the Ubuntu ISO that I downloaded from here. And here it is. This is the ISO file. See? Ubuntu disk image ISO 64-bit. I'm going to treat it as a live CD, DVD, and everything else we could ignore for now. It should be set up to network and stuff, but ignore it. We'll come and set up shared folders and stuff after. And that's it. Just hit apply. Okay. And now we're going to start it. Right click and start, or just double click. You can see it here. It says powering up the virtual machine. Here it is. Auto capture my keyboard. Virtual machine failed to boot. Let me select. Mount and retry. Insert boot media. Come on, F12. All right, hang on 1 second. All right, so if you get the situation where it's not auto mounting the ISO file and it's saying please select an ISO, it's no big deal. You could hit cancel, or you could use the dialog box. You could hit devices, optical drive, select the disk image, or choose a disk file and select the ISO, right? And then in here, we're going to need to hit F12 and manually tell it to select this boot device. So very quickly, reboot the machine, get ready to hit F12. I just hit F12. Now I'm going to select C for CD-ROM, which is the ISO file. And now here we are. Use the keyboard. Try or install Ubuntu. And if your mouse goes away like mine did, you could use your right control to release it. I'll change it to scale mode in a little bit after it's done. I have no idea if you guys can hear the audio of it being played. So select install. Everything here should be standard. Continue. Normal installation's fine with me. I don't want to download updates. Install third-party software is good. You can download updates now, but then install will take longer. Just leave it as it is. Install and erase and install Ubuntu. You could do advanced, and you could do other things if you want, or you could do something else and repartition, reset up the virtual machine the way you like with a cache and stuff like that, but I don't care. I'm just going to go next. Now it's telling me that the virtual hard drive I created will be repartitioned like this. SDA as ESP, and then the storage ext4. And that's fine. If you guys don't understand what those things mean, I recommend you research it, start learning about it. I am located on the West Coast. My name. Computer name, Asus ROG VirtualBox. Username is fine by me. Basic password, which is just my name. I don't care. Login automatically. You could do require password at login, but I don't care. I want this to just boot right in. Or I could treat it like a regular computer where it requires a login. I don't know what to do. Let's just log in automatically. You could change that later if you decide to change the general user interface. And this is it. Just sit back and watch this thing install. Let's see, scale mode. Your right control button on your keyboard is, see right here, is how you control the virtual machine. Oh, just so you guys can see, you're thinking, hey, what's your current resolution here? For it to look like this during install, I'm currently running dual monitors, and the monitor being recorded is this guy at 2560 by 1440. It is a 27-inch. Alright, you can see here it's almost done. I did pause my recording. It's only been about 2 or 3 extra minutes. I don't think you guys want to sit here and stare at it running. Alright, installation complete. Just go ahead and hit reboot. Hit enter on the keyboard. And this thing should boot right away. So I think I'm going to change the user interface to something basic instead of the default GNOME. Alright, let's see if out of the box it's got Wi-Fi set up. I think it will. Yep, it already has Wi-Fi. Screen resolution is crap. And that's it. That's how you install Ubuntu on a virtual machine. All my other videos now, I will show you how to do higher resolution and a few other things. I'm probably going to go window mode as well. Yeah, I'm going to change this GUI because I want something that's going to run faster. Right here you have it. Four virtual quad core. Here's the memory it's being used out of the 4 gigs I gave it. It's not using the swap file. And hold on. And here it is. It's using 13.8 gigs out of the 25 gig hard drive. which should be more than enough. Alright, well I hope you guys enjoyed this quick easy video.